Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Novara Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 60 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we took the time to build up our experience levels a bit in order to help ourselves with the progress here in Coerthas, in order to get ourselves a little bit stronger for the mandatory main quest stories that we're going to have to take on as we go along. So we got ourselves about halfway to level 38, and so now we're going to get back to the main story and also take care of some side quests while we're here as well. So let's speak with Josiah and take his level 36 challenge entitled Men of Honor. Josiah is attempting to attract your attention. You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the Sheriff of Shologen. There may be a way I can assist you, but it will require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. Well, I guess so. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the Observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of XIV in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologer and confirm that he is well, it will be a great comfort to me. And so we have to go find this person. So let's check the map to see where he would be specifically. Okay, so he's over that direction. So we could see that he was east, so it'll be exactly, precisely due east. No southeast, no south-southeast, no north-northeast, none of that crap. Just pure strict east. And yeah, you could jump down if you wanted to, but it would reduce your HP down to 1. So it's kind of silly to do that. And it looks like the snow is indeed falling here, so let's go ahead and mount my chocobo and take it off to the eastern part of Coerthas. Into the eastern territory, where hopefully we'll be able to find this missing individual and hope that he is indeed alive and well. Because he certainly sounds like it could be a bit of a problem if he hasn't shown up for a while. Hopefully we can save this man if he's in distress. So we want to go, well, it looks like, yeah, this way. In through this cave, which means having to cross paths with a whole bunch of Ixal. Let's see if we can avoid them getting feral on us, because I can pretty much assure you that it will get to that situation. But yeah, we haven't grabbed their attention yet. Maybe we're high enough of a level that we're not being threatened. So let's give him a hand here. What a relief to see someone other than a ghost and bird one! I thought I could finish my work once the XL went away, but they returned far quicker than I had anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope that they might live again before I froze to... What? Who are you? You are not one of our knights! A man of hell's Durandel cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever! Good day, sir! Yeah, how's that for getting love? Yeah, these guys, if you don't believe the same God that they do, you are not gonna get any respect from them at all. You are definitely Rodney Dangerfield out in Coerthas, no question about it. You get treated like Rodney Dangerfield, and it pretty much is the expectation. The more you speak with people, the more you speak with guys in hopes that they will help you, they'll just kick you right between the legs. They just are that unwilling to say that I do not want to be held by someone who does not believe in the same God that I do. Yeah, they do consider you a heretic out here, whether you like it or not. So yeah, just for that, I'm riding my chocobo up your stairs. Your long, tall, winding stairs. What do you think about that? Huh? Yeah, I'm leaving chocobo prints all over your sacred building. And you're not doing a thing about it. Alright, Josiah, I need to get your reaction to what just happened. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Sounds even right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you're too eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Gervanian aggression. Yet you have aided them already twice, for which they are honor bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portalan for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information for the other high houses. So now, since that particular individual is here in town, let's go ahead and speak with Portalan, and yeah, I'm gonna be lazy and fall to my death! Well, not yet, but now I'll fall to my death! Ow! Yeah, down to 1 HP, that's exactly what happens when you free fall. Fall from too high and you'll be left with 1 HP, but hey, it's better than 0. Okay, so, yeah, I believe he is on the building that I am standing on top of right now. So, yeah, after that rude entrance, yeah, there's also the level 44 challenge that we could take, but of course, we're not at level 44 yet, so let's speak with Portalan. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and 7 knights, and now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses? It is only fitting that you would aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Well, I can't necessarily argue with that. Let's see what you have options here. Well, I could definitely use a level 36 necklace. That I can definitely use. So let's go ahead and equip that right now. It will replace my level 28 necklace, plus I'll be getting more stat boosts out of it. So, I will definitely accept that. So, let's then proceed to take Portalan's level 36 challenge entitled 3 for 3. Lord Portalan requires that you perform a 3rd task on behalf of House Durandare. Now, I understand that you are very eager to find your missing airship. Well enough, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Hallanert, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. I don't think that'll be a problem. And hey, at least he is being accommodating to us, unlike a lot of other people we've already crossed. So, Chocobo time! Chocobo time! Out into the blizzard here in Coerthas. Yeah, I said it snows a lot, and you're seeing proof of that right now. And hey, it's not that far of a journey to get to where we see the stolen wares. Alright, so let's disembark from the Chocobo. Because I can't help but imagine we might actually engage the enemy while we're here. So that's 1, there's 2, and 3 is on the far left. Right over there. Not far from the Gubu, and as you can see, there is a perimeter, which means we will be attacked the moment we breach it. Let's get on my Chocobo and go. Yeah, go, man, go. We're under attack here. We're under attack here. We need to keep ourselves alive. Alright, that's 1 down. Hey, leave my Chocobo alone. I will not allow you to bring harm to my own Chocobo. And I'm getting my sequences mixed up again. Right, that's 2 down. Yeah, hands off the Chocobo. I'm the one you want! Yeah, the Chocobo's just an animal, but I'm an actual hewer! So yeah, we're still being watched. But anyway, we can take the last of these stolen wares and go back to Portalan. But yeah, definitely one of those instances where summoning your Chocobo out into battle is a really good idea. That was definitely beneficial to have him out there for that particular attack. Especially since we were being attacked by a trio of enemies. That was definitely a good idea. So now, back into the observatorium to speak with Portalan once again. Hi, Portalan, I got what you were looking for. Have you got things to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Well, 3 boxes of stolen wares all for you, good sir. I hope this is to your satisfaction. God bless thee, friend. It's all here I've read last. Ah, but wait. The chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Uh-oh. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too! Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nonetheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Well, we will do that. Fury take me! A draconian rosary? In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halinat is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I will strongly advise against associating with House Halinat. The introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. And that is not good. Because yeah, if we're stalled in trying to get the answer to where the airship could possibly be, that does not help us in the long run. So it looks like Carolo would have our next standard challenge for the main story, but I do know for a fact that a 37 has shown up somewhere. Was it up here? Yeah, it is in Camp Dragonhead, so you know what? We might as well, if it takes us to the Camp Dragonhead, we might as well just go ahead and take Carolo's next challenge. Level 36 entitled The Rose and the Unicorn. Sir Carolo has something very important to tell you. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halinat for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go! Very ominous indeed. Yeah, if we're warning him, but we end up getting caught in the crossfire, that could be very bad. Nonetheless, it's our responsibility to see that if someone is willing to vouch for Lord Francel, we will not object to it. So off we go. Well, it's not that far of a journey. And thankfully the Gooby won't attack us. I believe we have to go around the long round, yeah. Yeah, we've been up here before. In fact, I believe we were up here yesterday. Alright, so we want to find Lord Francel. It would be right over here. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket or are you happy to meet me? Yeah, we have to mention Edelweiss, so... That's the thing that will allow us to advance. I see Sir Carilo has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Well, letting you know exactly what's going on. That's absurd! I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons! Hey, another man standing up against Rome Mithril. I love it. Alas, it matters what little I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the ghosts themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. Well, I know what I need. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Haurchefant of the Horse Fort Tom commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Well, as we've seen, words and letters are not necessarily the way to gain respect, but if this does help get us further, and hey, it does make us go to Camp Dragonhead anyway, therefore, because of that, we can take that level 37 challenge I was referring to earlier. So, it allows us to keep on going and keep on taking more challenges, which is exactly what we want in order to get more experience and then the like. Because any advantage we can get, we will take. No question about it. It has to be done. So, we get to come to Camp Dragonhead anyway. Ultimately, it all works out. So we can make our way up here to Camp Dragonhead, which of course looks more like a citadel than a camp. And it looks like Hall Chiffon is going to be in this building right over here. So, Monsieur Hall Chiffon. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. Well, the letter, for one. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you require the assistance. What might that be? Well, it would be locating an airship. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Carteneau, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. And still are, apparently. How are you not freezing wearing that chainmail? Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. As a guest of House Fortin, I will see that you are afforded every courtesy. Well, it's glad to know someone has my best interest in mind. Thank you, good sir. I greatly appreciate it. I will do everything in my best to make sure that your hopes and aspirations are not misguided. So, let's go ahead and start taking on some of the 37s, because, yeah, there are a lot of 37s here. And if I can just zoom in, because, yeah, I see delivery movable, but I'm more interested in what that icon is. Yeah, of course it's a mandatory, it's a regular quest, but yeah, there's a lot of 37s out here. Oh, where do we begin? Well, let's start at the top and work our way down. I figure it makes sense to do it that way. And we have no less than 5 different challenges we can do it here at Camp Dragonhead, so definitely worth my while to do as many of them as possible. If not all of them. So where would we find the person who can give us our first challenge? Well, there's a staircase over here, so this could definitely be helpful. Alright, so let's speak with Meduil. Take her level 37 challenge entitled A Fool and His Life Are Soon Parted. The Charlayans say there are no greater generals than old women with naught to lose, and Meduil's steely gaze says she means to send you to war. I had a summons, a fanboy. Maybe if he lived, he would have been around your age by now. I'm not sure, my memory's not so good these days. But he wandered into the ogre's belly in a blizzard, and one of the beasts in there killed him. I'm neither a knight nor a maid, but I can tell you my heart cries out for vengeance. Nay, justice after all these years. I won't go to my grave knowing that creature will blight another life as it did man. Take all that I have left, but slay the Gogotor. Here, this is a bottle of Karakul blood. Pour it out and the scent will draw the creature. It doesn't care what kind of blood it is, you see. Once his senses prey, you will be ready, won't you? Well, I hope you're right on that. I really do. So let's find my way back out. Find my way back out and make our way to where we need to be going next. So, destination we need to go is going to be out to the east somewhere. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of distance, but hey, nothing I can't handle. So we want to go up the top side, the northeast exit for Camp Dragonhead. And of course, in so doing, we'll get more experience by revealing more of the map. So, how far will we have to go? Well, far enough that we'll have to go past the giant crevasse, because, yeah, there are quite a number of giant crevasses around here. And don't go to the settlement on the right, because all the enemies over there are level 49. And you do not want to cross paths, because, yeah, see? We are literally on the threshold of a level 37 enemy on one side, and a level 48 on the other side. There is no margin for error. In fact, the level 37s we will have to face would be no easier. In fact, I have lost my life on more than a few occasions trying to find my way into this place because of these fiendish creatures. Because one of the challenges you have to do takes place at that particular specific settlement that I just walked by. Not the one I was mentioning that had level 49s, but yeah, the way they set it up, you are very hard-pressed to kill off everything in front of you, even with the assistance of a chocobo. It is not easy. So we want to go into the ogre's belly here, and we would just want to start killing stuff because, yeah, most of this stuff is feral. And we do not want to take any unnecessary risks. We need to ensure that we are getting as far as we can into this place because we need to ensure our survival. Even if the enemies are of a stronger experience level than we are, if they recommend that this be a level 37 challenge, then I'm not going to object. Yeah, it's always a good idea to be aware of your surroundings and just know exactly where you have to go. Because, yeah, I'm not sure if you can tell by the map, but as you can see, these two sections are completely separated. You cannot transition from one side to the other. Alright, so let's take this Taurus on. And we've already killed off one of his own, so there's no reason why we can't kill off this one too. I love the chocobos going and shaking its tail feathers at a monster. It's quite hilarious. But amazingly, that's not my favorite attack that a chocobo can do. It has another. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about the will-o-wisps, but still. Okay, I can see where we have to go. I want to give myself a little more recovery before I go in because, of course, I need my chocobo at full strength, especially for where we're going next. Once we beat up this Taurus, then we'll take on the next challenge. And I just hope we'll be able to hold our own in this challenge, because it's not easy. It's definitely one of the tougher challenges available here in Coerthas, even if you're at the recommended level. So, you have our hair. Yeah, because, yeah, look, I lost nearly 1,000 points. That pretty much gives you an idea of just how much butt-kicking these Tauruses can do. So I need to wait till I'm fully recovered before I pick up the Knight's effects. So, once that happens, we can proceed. Alright. Back to full. So, dish out the Karakul blood. And where's the Gogotor? Behind me! Hands behind me! Gotta kill it quickly. Especially when it does that move. Frightful Roar. Because that'll make you more susceptible to physical attacks. So yeah, avoiding that is a good idea. And thankfully, this thing is dead. Alright. So let's mount up and ride out. Let's get ourselves out of here and back to safety. Our very survival is dependent on it. Can I go around? Yep, I can. I can indeed. Away we go then. Let's get ourselves out of this creepy cave. Because if we can believe it, we actually have to come back here for some more challenges later on. And it has stopped snowing. And the stars are now out here in Coerthas. Yeah, you have to admit, this is pretty beautiful. So, past the crevasse. I won't have to worry about the snow wolf pups, because I've already got them cleared off of my hunting log. So I don't have to deal with them. And run past another crevasse. Make sure I'm staying out of it, because I don't want to fall into it, because yeah, you can take significant damage if you fall in there. You can get back out, but there are very strong monsters that lurk in the crevasses, so be careful about that. So, return to Camp Dragonhead. Thankfully with my life intact. So, let's go ahead and hand off the Mithril Rosary to Medwil.
Thank the Fury, you're safe. I thought my revenge had been the death of you. But you say it's the monster that's dead. Thank you, kind boy.
And so, here's the rosary he had.
And would you look at that, you found his rosary! As bright as the day is fun to put it around his neck. They say Mithril never loses its luster. Not like life, eh?
Yeah, they say Mithril never loses its luster. Honestly, you've never met Rome Mithril, and I can tell you from personal experience that he lost his luster the minute he started chickening out of finishing the video games he played.
Fall to a dragon, go to heaven. Fall to what else?
Who gives two hells? That's the Ishgard way.
He was a scout and a good one, I'm told, but he died a fool's death, and fools deserve no justice. They found him, and left these things where they lay. Left him where they lay. His own comrades. But you didn't, did you? You picked this up and brought it to me. A good heart and a noble soul to keep your promise and do a kind thing unbidden. You are the justice I sought, adventurer, and now I may live out my days in peace.
Well, I'm glad we could be of service to you, my lady. So with that challenge completed, we can now move on. So let's go back downstairs. Because I imagine we'll be able to find more... Whoa! Be able to find more people in here with challenges that we could engage in. I mean, we should be able to. Plus, another person... but hold on a second. Is this the place that I'm thinking of? Maybe not. Yeah, because these buildings, some of them actually have more than one entrance. But it may be possible that the person I'm seeking next is on watch. So let's see if that holds to be true. Okay, go up the stairs. Make my way through here. Oh, I might be running right by. Looks like I am. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because these buildings, they're known sometimes for having more than one entrance, so keep your eyes peeled. What about over here? Could this be the entrance I'm looking for? No. Yes, some of these are really tricky. The map can be very deceiving. The map can be very deceiving at times. But yeah, I should have already found another person to assist. Unless they are... Oh, you're right over here! Duchanel! Oh, let's go ahead and speak to you then. Yes, let's take your level 37 challenge entitled Papa Do Preach! Yeah, I had to do the Madonna thing. Duchanel would prevail upon a passing adventurer to search for his wayward daughter. That daughter of mine, when she has a mind to do a thing, there's no stopping her. She's gone off to the Weeping Saint alone. I've told her time and again it's not safe with all the unbelievers about her. You're one of those fearless, fire-breathing adventurers, aren't you? I think you may have been mistaken for someone else. Normally, I'd tell you to stay away from my fine, high-spirited lass, but right now, I'd bid you to go and help her suit to the Weeping Saint and bring her back safe and sound. Yes, sir. Let's go and find the daughter of Duchanel. Make our way back out. So, since we know this particular young lady is up to the northeast. That is where we are going. So off we go again. This time we're going to have to take a high arc, I believe, in order to get to where we need to go. And hey, it does give us an opportunity to complete more of the map. Now, the fate I'm coming through, Svara's Flight, this is actually a 3-part fate. You have to start at one point, and then you have to go to another point, and then you have to go to this big castle over here, and that serves as the climax. But yeah, you really need a huge party. You need a lot of adventurers around at just the right time to be able to complete all 3 parts of the fate. It is not for the faint of heart, and you definitely need all the resources, especially, of course, since if your level's too high when you're doing a fate, you will get synced down. So, if you're ever going to do the Svara's Flight 3-tiered fate, make sure you get a whole party of people first before you even get started. Or else you are going to sadly regret it. Okay, I believe the young lady's right over here, so let's start beating up ogres in order to clear a path for ourselves so that we're not being interfered by ogres. Yeah. Shrek, I don't know how to break this to you, but your kin are in my way. Your kin are in my way. Listen to me, donkey. Take a look at me. What am I? Really tough? No! I'm an ogre! You know, grab your torch and pitchforks. Doesn't that bother you? Nope. Really? Really? Say, I like you. What's your name? Shrek.
Well then, Sir Shrek, I pray you take this as a token of my gratitude.
Thanks. And thank you for completion of that particular challenge, because that was on my challenge log. And as far as my companion is concerned, yeah, he's killed 20 levels alongside me during the course of battle over the course of this week, so as a result, he just got 1900 experience points. Plus, I got 1,000 gil as well. Oh, and also, since the new patch went up, a new addition was made to the challenge log, Retainer Ventures. I do not have any retainers yet through Edie, but if I ever do, I will show off what exactly you can do with retainers. These are usually best obtained through doing fates, but not through grand companies though, just regular fates. Or, no, not fates, levies. Levies, you have to do levies. Anyway, Duchanel's daughter.
My father sent you to fetch me back? He must be overstrong. He usually mislikes adventurers. He knows very well that I must have the blessed water, and one can hardly get it anywhere else. Father means well, but I cannot have him ordering me home and insisting on all chaperones. This war is older than he or his own father. What does he mean to do? Hide away in the Tikadi and hope that the war ends before I am old and grey?
Well, you already look grey already, so I think we've already reached those 2 thresholds. No offense, of course.
Still, I am not insensitive to the dangers. While you keep watch while I fetch the water, who knows, you may discover an unbeliever on the world works.
So yeah, you have to investigate the area, and yeah, wouldn't you know it, as the sun comes up, there's exactly what is going to happen. But before we do, ogre time!
You're an ogre.
Oh, you were expecting Prince Charming.
Well, yes, actually. No, this is wrong. This is all wrong.
Look, Princess, I was sent to rescue you by Lord Farquaad. He's the one who wants to marry you. Alright, yeah, dealt with you. Now let's deal with you. I don't know who you are, but since you have the title of Suspicious Fellow, obviously that must mean something. What truck do I have with you or with me, huh? All my partake of their sense-steals. Or do you not believe that I am worthy? I am! I know what you're thinking, eventual man. I do. You're as transparent as that water there. The water she is taking. You think I'm one of those unbelievers? I find your accusations vile and remove myself from your foul presence. Well, maybe it's better that you do. But we have to pick up what he left behind. And then show it to the daughter. Yeah. Yeah, we chased them off, but not without some evidence in tow. So, let's go back to Duchanel's daughter and explain.
What's wrong? And what is it that you have in your hand?
Well, this, specifically.
'Tis no soldier's weapon, and none but knights have leave to bring a weapon into a holy place. Perhaps there really was a heretic here, or I have somehow summoned one by my careless jest. I shall return to Camp Dragonhead forthwith. I am not easy in my mind. Kind adventurer, you do your best not to linger.
Well, mission accomplished in that regard. So, since we saved Duchanel's daughter from a potential heretic, let's go now back over to Dragonhead to inform Duchanel of what we found, and that his daughter is back in his custody, safe and sound. Now, isn't the sunrise beautiful? Yeah, I always find sunrises in winter to be the most appealing. There's just a sense of tranquility about a winter sunrise that really cannot be matched in any other season. I do believe this to be wholeheartedly true. And we can go directly south from here. Alright. Yeah, because look at the clouds, the sunrise, it's just so awe-inspiring. Really, like I said, can't find this in any other season. You really can't. Make sure to make it a point, do not fall into the crevasse, because it is not time yet to fall into a crevasse. So let's go around. We will not be engaging the XIV. Instead, we want to go this direction. We want to get ourselves back to Dragonhead. So now they're back onto Dragonhead territory. Let's go back to the camp itself. Because it is a long way to get there. Very long. And you gotta wonder, were these two crevasses the result of a calamity, or were they always there? Well, I'll never find out, but that could be the case. That it was a result of a calamity. Because usually that's how disasters happen. They are typically the result of the calamity. Alright, disembark from the chocobo. And head upstairs to speak with Duchanel and give him something that he will not be happy to be seeing. Monsieur Duchanel,
I thank you for her safe return, but she is much subdued and will not tell me what passed at the Weeping Saint. I shall want answers and quickly.
Well, here's your answer.
A strangely furtive man, you say, gazing fixed upon my girl, and armed in a holy place? It may well be an unbeliever, for who would risk doing such things? A girl of noble blood who eschews the seclusion that her so due makes an excellent prey. Of course I know this. Many think me a scandal for allowing a daughter to run wild, and of course I worry every day and every minute. Yet I would not take the world from her. She is what she is, a rambling rose, and she cannot help what she was born to. I will keep her safe. From a distance mayhap, but safe. And so, that task is finished. And so, since we're coming up on 40 minutes, and we still have a few of the tasks to complete, I'm going to go ahead and call it off for now. So, we are definitely starting to make some headway as far as progress on possibly locating where the airship could possibly be, and hopefully that will continue in the next episode. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will continue to help out the people here at Camp Dragonhead as we continue our pursuit of information on the missing airship. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.